Good evening. Here is the world news from our studio BGI TV, Baba Bakede Imo TV. First are the major headlines for the world news this hour. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. 2 killed as troops disperse Ipob Arsonists in Imo-Army. Ebonyi University reacts as lecturer allegedly defiles 13-year-old girl. Lady dies 3 weeks after sister was killed in Ikoyi building collapse months to wedding. Northern Coalition told Buhari that releasing Nnamdi Kanu without trial reduces Nigeria to lawless state. Tambuwa warns Nigeria to not vote for peripheral leaders. Breaking news. Tells by Moonlight, Lai Mohammed reacts to Lagos NSAS reports. And to foreign, China tells citizens to leave risky areas in Nigeria, Africa. And to sport, AFCON, Osimhen's potential absence presents a chance for Awoniyi. Now in details. The Nigerian Army has explained how a soldier and an Ipob member were killed during a gun battle in Oru East local government area of Imo State, where troops dispersed some Ipob members who were setting properties of residents ablaze. According to a statement signed on Tuesday by Major Abubakar Abdullahi, the acting deputy director, Army Public Relations 82 Division, Nigerian Army, the Ipob members set ablaze properties of innocent residents to compel them to comply with the sit-at-home order. Troops conducting exercise Golden Dawn have dispersed Ipob, ESN, hoodlums carrying out arson while enforcing the illegitimate sit-at-home order imposed by the proscribed group of Awo Mama community, Oru East local government area of Imo State on 22nd November 2021. The troops again returned to the junction to disperse the hoodlums. Unfortunately, a gallant soldier paid the supreme price in defense of the people. The statement by the Nigerian Army read in parts. The Nigerian Army therefore appealed to residents of Imo State to ignore all propagandas and threats and go about their legitimate businesses. The management of Alex Ekweme Federal University Ndufu Alike in equal local government area of Ebonyi State, the management of Alex Ekweme Federal University Ndufu Alike in equal local government area of Ebonyi has reacted to the arrest of his lecturer, Professor Felix Anyaguna, for defiling a 13-year-old girl. Daily Post recalls that Professor Anyaguna was arrested by the police command for sexually violating a 13-year-old house help. Meanwhile, the police spokesman in the state, DSP Lovett Order, confirmed that the suspect was in their custody. According to Order, the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Aliyu Garba, has ordered a discreet investigation into the matter as a federal and medical screening of the victim is being awarded. In a statement issued by the university's public relations officer, Mr. Ikechukwu Elom, on Tuesday, the institution said it does not condone any form of criminality among lecturers, especially the act of rape. A lady by the name Amaka Enekwe has died 3 weeks after her younger sister Onyinye died in the Ikoyi building collapse on November 1st, 2021. This was released by a Facebook user named Blessed Nasa Eriama on Tuesday, who shared the news of Amaka's death. Enama stated that Amaka was recovering from an illness only to die on Monday, November 22nd, 3 weeks after her sister. The younger sister, Onyinye, was among the 43 people said to have died in the building collapse on Gerard Road in Ikoyi, Lagos. She was preparing for her wedding in December and worked as a second personal assistant to the chief executive officer of Foursquare Homes, Femi Oshibano, who also died in the collapse. The coalition of northern group CNJ has appealed to the President Muhammadu Buhari-led government not to succumb to any attempt demanding the release of Nnamdi Kanu without persecution. saying such a move will reduce Nigeria to a completely lawless state where criminals can freely commit crimes against the country. The group lamented a situation where traditional rulers and other regional or tribal leaders of any region in the country would press for the release of the people that commit crimes against the country. The CNG, in a statement titled Igbo Leaders Demand for Release of Nnamdi Kanu, and President Buhari's response, advised Buhari to reclaim his statesmanship by refusing to be cajoled into interfering with the standard principle of separation of powers and independence of the judiciary in the case of Kanu. The Sokoto State Governor, Aminu Tambuwa, on Monday urged Nigerians to avoid voting parochial leaders as they go to the polls in 2023. He advised Nigerians to look out for and vote for politicians who are versatile and friendly with fellow Nigerians across all geopolitical zones to foster national unity. The governor said this in a keynote address he delivered at the 4th Annual Criminal Law Review Conference of the Rule of Law Department and Development Foundation with the theme Judicial Updates and Legislative Developments in Criminal Law in Abuja on Monday. He urged citizens to elect friends and associates across the length and breadth of the country. This, he said, was necessary if the nation must surmount our current security and economic challenges. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, on Tuesday dismissed the report submitted by the Lagos State's NSAS panel on police brutality as a hoax. Mohammed said the report did not follow the evidence at hand. Mohammed made the position of the government known at a news conference in Abuja aftermath. According to him, it was shocking that the same allegations made by Nigerians were merely compiled and submitted as a report by the panel set up to investigate the claims of police brutality. It is an intimidation of the majority by a minority, Mohammed said. The minister also described the allegations as tales by moonlight. The 9-member panel had in its leaked report alleged that at least 9 persons were killed at the Lekki Toll Plaza when soldiers and policemen stormed the scene to disperse protesters on October 20th, 2020.
Discrepancies, speculations, innuendos, omissions, and conclusions that are not supported by evidence. What is currently circulating in public space is simply a rehash of the unverified fake news that has been playing on social media since the incident of October 20th, 2020. It is simply incredible that the judicial panel set up to investigate an incident has submitted a report laden with allegations, the same allegations it was set up to investigate in the first instance. Instead of sitting for all of 1 year, the panel could have just compiled social media tales by the moonlight on the incident and submitted, saving taxpayers' funds and everyone's time. That report is nothing but the triumph of fake news and intimidation of a silent majority by a vociferous lynch mob. Gentlemen, we have read some critical analysis of the report by a courageous few. One commentator, a lawyer, said the report raises more questions than answers. Another commentator, a journalist, called it a disgraceful report by a disgraceful panel, saying it reported allegations instead of investigating the allegations. Yet another wondered our judicial panel could use the words massacre in context and equate such to a massacre. All these and many more have raised right questions on that report. We salute their courage and refusal to be cowed by the rapidly lit mob that has been screaming blue murder since the report was released. We do not intend to bore you by rehashing details of the discrepancies, innuendos, inconsistencies, and errors in that report. They are already in the public space. Let us, however, point out some key highlights of such discrepancies, errors, omissions, etc. 1. The report threw away the testimony of ballistic experts who testified before it. The experts said, inter alia, in their testimony, and I quote, "The team finds that from the medical and data examined, including the timeline of arrival at medical facility."
To foreign, the Chinese Foreign Ministry in Beijing has urged Chinese citizens and firms working in Africa to leave risky areas in Nigeria, Congo, and other parts of the African continent. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Zhao Liyan, who confirmed the abduction of 5 Chinese nationals in the Democratic Republic of Congo, also warned the Chinese citizens against traveling to some risky areas. The spokesperson said the abductions in Congo took place during an attack by unknown gunmen on a mine in the village of Mokera in eastern Congo. Zhao said the attack also left 1 police officer dead. He said in another recent incident in Nigeria, 3 Chinese employees were also kidnapped by armed robbers at a Chinese private company in Kogi State, Nigeria, and kidnapping of Chinese citizens in the DRC and Nigeria happens from time to time, raising the security risk there, advising nationals not to go to high risky areas in the mentioned countries. And finally, to sports. The Super Eagles are not favourites for next year's Africa Cup of Nations, but news of Victor Osimhen's potential absence puts further blow to their already failing hopes. The Nigerian striker walked off in the 55th minute of Napoli-Serie A clash against Inter Milan following a clash of head with Milan Skriniar. The clash left Osimhen with a swollen black eye and a cheekbone. Tests after the game then confirmed that the former Lille star suffered a broken fracture to his orbits and left cheekbone. Although a timescale has not been put on his return, it is believed Osimhen would have a speedy recovery and see him out on the pitch again soon. Meanwhile, there are reports that Osimhen could miss next year's Africa Cup of Nations as he is expected to be sidelined for more than a month. However, Osimhen's absence could be a dream chance for another Nigerian striker, Taiwo Awoniyi, Nigerian international who has scored 13 goals in 20 matches so far this season. That was the world news from our studio BGI TV, but before we go, let's quickly have a retake of the headlines once again. 2 killed as troops disperse Ipob Arsonists in Imo-Army. Ebo University reacts as lecturer allegedly defiles 13-year-old girl. Lady dies 3 weeks after sister was killed in Ikoyi building collapse months to wedding. Northern Coalition told Buhari that releasing Nnamdi Kanu without trial reduces Nigeria to a lawless state. Tamboa warns Nigerians not to vote for parochial leaders. Tales by Moonlight, Lai Mohammed reacts to Lagos NSAS reports. And to foreign, Chinese tell citizens to leave risky areas in Nigeria, Africa. And finally, sports. AFCON, Osimhen's potential absence presents a chance for Awoniyi. Well, thank you for watching. Keep being there on our social media handles such as YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. On YouTube, the account is Baba Gbagede Imo underscore, I beg your pardon. On YouTube, Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates of our broadcast. And on Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the as well for updates of our broadcast. And on Instagram, Gbagede Imo underscore 22. For advertisement of your goods and services and products or coverage of your events and functions, either within or outside, please call 070-3822-6160. I am yours faithfully, Moremi Good evening. Have a lovely evening ahead.